All right. Another big compliment. And then I'm going to try to help you see where the area or the pattern in the game is. Okay? So first, let's give you a big compliment on getting on the ball. Using your skills, you drew in 3 players comfortably, no problem. Okay? Now look at the line. And when I say line, this is like a defensive line. This is the defensive line. This is the midfield line. And then this is like the forward line. So look at this midfield line. It's kind of right here. You see that? And then look at where their defenders are. So we're looking to get the ball into the forward line because there's that big gap of space there. And we have a 2-on-1. Because they're playing a 3-5-2, they're more susceptible and they have less defensive players. So they're trying to play you by giving you no time and cutting off passing angles into the forwards. That's what MU1 is trying to do here. Now, how do you break that down? You break that down with positioning, and you break that down with playing quick. So Pruitt, I think that's Pruitt right there, right here, is going to receive the ball from you. Because he didn't scan where the forwards, and you'll notice the forwards didn't communicate, we couldn't break that line. And then we went all the way back there and lost the ball. So right here, this is where I want you to scan. So look, are you looking at the forwards? You might have had a little scan in there. I'm not sure. But I want you to look at the forwards here. Right? Because by acknowledging where the forwards are, when you make this pass, freeze. See this player? Is there, if this was a one-time pass, would that be able to get in here? Yes or no? And then look at where you're running here. And if that could have been played here, would they have been able to drop it into you? And then would that have been a 3-on-1 attack on that center back there? And would you have probably scored a 3-on-1 goal? Or at least had a very high percentage of scoring? So, what do you need to do right here? Excuse me, what do you need to say right here in order to be a leader? And I would say at this time, play up, right? Or find forward to activate that center mid before he gets the ball so that he plays here. And by saying, hey, play up, play forwards, that's going to activate. You hear that word I'm saying, activate, right? Is the forward activated right now? Do they look active or activated? Right? So it's like turning them on. If this is a machine, activate that forward. Because look at where you are now. 2v1 here. Okay? So the learning lesson today is that when you get that, you have an amazing amount of skill that draws in players. And if you draw in players, that frees up players for others. And by freeing up players, you're able to connect that pass like you did. And then we want to play forward for a bounce pass into you. And when I say a bounce pass, I mean when you play that into Pruitt or the center mid, it goes into the forward's feet and they bounce it back to you. It's like they're a wall for you. And then you're attacking. And once you do that, we'll take a look at that, and hopefully we get some goals from that. And if not, we'll look at why not, and we'll work on fixing it until you're unstoppable.